Since then, the weekly protests have snowballed from a handful of cities to hundreds, fueled by dramatic headlines about the impact of climate change during the student's lifetime. Thunberg, who was recently nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, was cheered for her blunt message at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland this year, when she told government and business leaders, "I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day." Friday's rallies are expected to be one of the biggest international actions yet. Protests were underway or planned in cities in more than 100 countries, including Hong Kong, New Delhi, Wellington, New Zealand, and Oulu, Finland. In Poland, thousands marched in rainy Warsaw and other cities to demand a ban on the burning of coal, which is a major source of carbon dioxide. Some wore face masks as they carried banners that read, "Today's air smells like the planet's last days" and "Make love not CO2. In Helsinki, police said about 3,000 students had gathered in front of Finland's parliament sporting placards such as, "Dinosaurs thought they had time too." A website used to coordinate the rallies listed events in over 2,000 cities. "I think that's how we managed to get so big," said Riemtsma. Many protesters in Berlin took aim at politicians such as the leader of Germany's pro-business Free Democratic Party, Christian Lindner, for suggesting that complicated issues such as climate change were a matter for professionals, not students. Others, including Germany's economy minister, Peter Altmaier, have urged students to stage the protests outside school hours. "That's why they need our support," he said. "If we do nothing, then parts of this planet could become uninhabitable by the end of the century." Scientists have warned for decades that current levels of greenhouse gas emissions are unsustainable, so far with little effect. In 2015, world leaders agreed in Paris to a goal of keeping the Earth's global temperature rise by the end of the century well below 2 degrees Celsius, 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet at present, the world is on track for an increase of 4 degrees Celsius, which experts say would have far-reaching consequences for life on the planet. In Germany, environmental groups and experts have attacked government plans to continue using coal and natural gas for decades to come. Kwasi Henning, who was one of more than 23,000 German-speaking scientists to sign a letter of support this week, said Germany should aim to fully decarbonize by 2040. This would give less advanced nations a bit more time to wean themselves off fossil fuels while still meeting the Paris goal globally. A poll published Friday by German public broadcaster ZDF found that 67% of respondents backed the students' protests during school hours, with 32% opposed. The representative telephone poll conducted between March 12 and 14 involved 1,290 randomly selected voters. The margin of error was about 3 percentage points. In Stockholm, Greta Thunberg said of politicians who are discussing individual measures to cut emissions, from building nuclear power plants to support for electric cars and green tax programs, that they waste time. Asked what they should do, she replied, "Everything." Rishabh R. Jain in New Delhi, Monika Sislowska in Warsaw, Poland, Nkobil Nchangas in Pretoria, South Africa, Yari Tanner in Helsinki, Finland, and January M. Olsen in Copenhagen, Denmark, contributed to this report.